Welcome back, everybody. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Aaron.
This is our show, Cryptocosm, where I bring you the astrological forecasts.
And I bring you your daily crypto news. And we have quite a bit of news for you guys today. And one I've been really excited to talk about, co-vesting.
Co-vest.
Co-vesting.
Talk to me.
Okay, here we go. So co-vesting just got released out of its initial coin offering stage. Now what initial coin offering is, for those of you who may not be familiar with that term, is that's the first offering that the company has to the public in order to purchase the coin directly from the website or from the manufacturer of the coin.
Also known as the ICO.
That's correct, or the ICO for short. So now that it's out of its ICO stage, and thankfully for that, because most US investors can't be involved in these ICOs because of government regulations, so on and so forth. So now that it's out of there and moved on to Ether Delta now, I believe just yesterday, it's trading at actually about $3, which is a huge jump from its initial coining offering is at about 50 cents or so. So it's really made a big jump, which is also why I'm going to wait a little while personally to get into this one till the hype dies down a little bit. Most after the ICOs, after they hit the exchanges, they do a little peak and everybody kind of sells off and takes their money from the ICO that they put in their 50 cents in and makes a couple quick ×5 or so, and then moves on. So I'm waiting for till everybody just kind of dumps their coins for me to come back and pick them up. But what co-vesting is all about is a very unique, sexy niche in the exchange
I like a sexy niche
area. That's what I'm saying. I do too. And what this one is doing, because there's so many other exchanges out there, this one has really differentiated itself from all of the others. And by that I mean you have the ability, or users have the ability, to mimic the trades of other users. Fantastic.
Mimicking the trades of other users.
Mimicking the trades of other users. So that way we can basically make the same moves as the big dogs.
Okay.
And by big dogs also I mean that they have gone and actually scouted out talent, trading talent, to bring over to this platform so they have some major ball players in the area.
So it's like, all right, I like the way that this poker player plays, and now I can just...
I choose Doyle Brunson.
Okay.
Give me
so
Doyle.
We're going all Doyle Brunson.
That's
we're going
right.
all in.
On 7 deuce, here we go. But you, not only can you just see the players, but you can see their trading history.
That's
so they're
cool.
all gonna have a ranking, they're all gonna have a history you're gonna be able to browse through. So even if you know nothing about trading, you can see the success that the users have had and be able to play right along with them. So the smart contracts are enabled to allow you to push your money in and make those same trades as those users. But this doesn't really come without a cost. But it's not that bad, and personally I think it's fantastic, and I think a lot of users are gonna take full use of this application.
Tell me the fees.
So what it boils down to is 30% of your gains. So if I'm throwing in $100 and mimicking a trade that somebody else is making for $5,000, but my money is moving in the same way theirs is, and they double me up. So I've just made $100. Well, 18% of my winnings is gonna go to the trader, and 12% is gonna go to the platform.
Okay.
But that's a huge incentive for these traders to do well. So not only are they making money on their own trades, but they're making 18% off of every single person that's following them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's huge.
And we've seen stuff like this through, there's different like iStock Photo and I'm just putting those names out there, whoops. But you know, there's companies where you can take pictures with your phone or go record some sound effects and then turn around and sell those sound effects, basically filter through this website. And then it goes into basically a much larger pool. So, you know, they're taking a cut of theirs off top, but you're still getting a huge amount of royalties. So it's almost
That's
like
right.
it's like trading coin royalties kind of deal, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's not too
and
bad.
70% gains off of doing nothing except for picking your player.
I think that's the key there is you get a lot less of time that you have to do to put in your own research, right? Because you're just saying, hey, I trust this, and I'm willing to put my money behind it.
With all the new individuals coming into this crypto craze, it's going to be a huge platform. I think it's going to be a big success. But right now, it's trading at, what is it, like $3 or so. Just make sure we wait for this dip to come down a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on that price, and we'll probably send out an Instagram or a tweet and let everybody know, hey, you know what, now is a good time. So definitely be able to, you know, link to the different accounts in our social media so you can kind of get those updates and follow along with us as we go along. Because it's definitely a move I got my eyes on.
We'll let you know.
Absolutely. Well, a couple of the other coins that we got, another one just released from their ICO stage is Car Vertical.
I like Car Vertical.
Car Vertical. Now,
Carfax on the blockchain.
Carfax on the blockchain.
It's sweet.
It's really the whole system, and they have pieces of this out now, and now they have the ability to link it to the blockchain. So what was it? I think Sync is one of them. They have the TV screens and everything. It'll do a manual car check and kind of, figure out when you change your oil and if you hit a giant pothole and all of these different things, and all this data is collected by 2 in a row in the same
On the way to the studio last night, actually, to film. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
He was a trooper. He made it here anyway. But we have these systems in place to collect the data. Now this is the service to be able to store that data on the blockchain. And that just adds to the Internet of Things and the things that we're seeing coming out being connected to the blockchain. And this all falls along the lines of being able to store your data and monetize your data and have control over your data, and when in fact allowing people to have access to that or not. And remember, always, the choice is yours.
The power is yours.
The power is yours, which leads me to one of my next things. We have...
Wait, is that trademarked? Are we allowed to say that? The power is yours. The coins are yours.
So remember, yeah, I think that's a big thing to remember. We have all these platforms out there now that allow you to put your data on the blockchain. We are in the information age, ladies and gentlemen. Data on the blockchain, full control over your data on the blockchain. Just remember, it's the power is in your hands, whether you want to be able to sell that to somebody else. And what does that mean to you? Definitely something that we're thinking about along the way here as we go along. And do we want to give that power up? Maybe we just want to use the platform. Maybe we just want to have our data up there to lock it up and not allow anybody to see it. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, the choice is yours, and that's definitely something we want to be aware of as we move along this technological changing era that we are in. And that goes along with things like Dent Wireless, which you have your mobile data on the blockchain.
Huge.
Are
they the first doing that? Are they the first mobile platform now to move over? Or
it's going to be one of the first platforms that's going to be built on the blockchain. Now, there are many phone companies. I think most of them are doing it now, actually. I think mine that I have now allows me to. I get reward points for allowing access to all of my mobile data. And I probably clicked that checkbox, to be honest with you, when I signed up. And I probably have about a bazillion points sitting in my box that I've done absolutely nothing with. And they probably know everything that I've done on my cell phone, which is completely fine. But
nothing to hide over here.
Maybe I should cash in and get some gift cards here shortly. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on and be wary. Do you want to keep your data? Do you want to let your data out there? Because all these things like IOTA, Datum, cloud storage on the blockchain, you can cash in off of storing emails on the blockchain. If it's data, they want it. And they'll pay you. But who knows what they're doing with it. But we do have the ability to not give it up. And that's huge, and that's really where it's at. So just remember, the choice is yours.
And I think there's levels of paranoia that are involved in this. Me personally, I have nothing to hide. I don't even have a lock on my phone. Probably shouldn't tell anybody that. I do on my tablet for my authenticator and all of that stuff. Of course, I keep my crypto stuff on the lock, but I don't have a lock on my phone. I don't have, I'm an open book. So when it comes to me, those things don't bother me at all.
Sure.
Let it roll, let it ride.
So what about you? What's going on in the sky today?
What's the same, what's different? We have, we talked about it earlier this week. We have this Uranus, this ball of energy. This is
I am a ball of energy today,
right, you are.
What,
He's in Aries. He's in Aries, and Uranus is in Aries. That's true. And I'm a Capricorn too, so it's funny because this is. These are squaring elements. So we have Uranus, which is this ball of spontaneity, of the lightning's going to strike, but we don't know when. It's the words that we associate with this is revolutionary, again, spontaneity, unstable, breakthrough ideas. And when we talk about Aries, we talk about self, me, my will to push and move forward to get things done. So it's kind of the foot on the accelerator. It's go. So Aries, Mars, go. So when we have Uranus in Aries, it's like go toward these breakthroughs, these revolutions, changing of not only self, but we have that square that we've been talking about in Capricorn, my sign, which is Mercury and Pluto. All right, the heavy hitter Pluto, and it's about transformation. So that's exact today, Wednesday. Mercury is the messenger of trade goods. Pluto, king of transformation. So just those in itself, when we look at the associations, well, transforming our communication, transforming the way that we think, transforming the way that we trade, and accelerating towards revolutionary breakthroughs. Now, that's just simple a word association, and we also have to think, what is Capricorn? Capricorn, 10th house, public image. Capricorn is government. Capricorn is structure. So it's like we're transforming our structure. We're transforming the way that we communicate within the boundaries of government, within the public image of how we see things, how we see ourselves in the world around us. That's huge, and that's starting today. I think we've been able to feel it coming up this week, but it's starting today, and that energy is going all the way to the 31st, which is the eclipse, and that eclipse energy, to me, it's like, when you have a brother or sister or whatever, just a neighborhood kid who used to, pinch the hose, maybe that was me, pinch the hose, and they'd be running through the sprinkler, and everybody's, it's summertime, we're having a good time running through the sprinkler, and then all of a sudden it's just like, where'd all the water go? Because you got little Jimmy over there going around the corner, and that's kind of
me.
Yeah, right. We were both the Aarons. We're both those kids. So it's like we have that pinched off flow kind of happening, and it's kind of wait till like the 31st, and then it's kind of explode.
So what do you think the things that we really want to look out for are in terms of just
breakthroughs in communication, breakthroughs in technology, breakthroughs in the way that we trade? When you talked about co-vesting right now, that's really cool because that is a revolutionary way that we trade, because you have to have a guru, an investment guru, someone who knows this stuff really, really well, to trust and not just blindly throw money at a coin. You have to have somebody who you can trust and say these long-term visions, like myself, is like, okay, well, I can see these laid out like this. There's hope, there's future, there's stability, and all of these things. So that's why together we're bringing you this. So it's like looking for these things, looking for these breakthrough ideas and way we communicate, and trusting these things, looking to other sources of information. And now that's another big move here that has happened this week, is we've had Mars, again, so we associate Mars with Aries, which is that go, okay? Mars is how we get what we want. If Venus is our love, money, wants, and desires, Mars is how we get those, those loves, those monies, those wants and desires.
Gotta get those loves.
Yeah, right, you gotta get those loves. So Mars has been in Scorpio for the past 2 months, right? And 2 months, Scorpio, sex, money, power, other people's money, other people's money. So for 2 months, so December all the way through January, we're talking about accelerating in a sign of other people's money. All right, what are we playing in? What's the pool we're playing in? It's not just our own, we're playing with other people's money, or we have been. That's the nature of this business, is other people's money. The reason that we all invest together, the community grows together. Hand in hand we cross this river, right? So now Mars is moved into Sagittarius. We're not talking about other people's money anymore, okay? So we have more of that kind of pinched hose. Like everyone's hot in the summertime. We're running through the sprinkler. We just want to have fun and just be in this abundance of water, wealth in this particular situation. And Jimmy's over here pinched it off, or Aaron's over here pinched it off.
Give me back my loves.
Right, it's like, where's all the water? I want to go play in this stuff. So it's like we have Mars now moved into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the explorer of the zodiac. It's it's higher consciousness. Astrology falls into that. Education, okay, philosophies, religions, any kind of learning outside of self. Okay, so there's learning of self, and then there's I need to explore outside of me. I need to look outside of my capacity of knowledge. Okay, I need to consult a professional outside of my ability to learn in order for me to go further in my trading. And that's why we linked up doing this, and through communication, that's why we're doing this for you guys. So it's like reaching out. But the thing with Mars in Sagittarius is there's a huge lack of commitment, and there's almost a sense of yeah, this is it over here. No, wait, this is it over here. No, that's not it. It's got to be this. Or, oh man, I can't believe I made that decision. That clearly wasn't the answer. The answer is this. So there's almost this sense of like second guessing with Mars in there. And again, we have 2 months of this, and we're
kind of
just
like
starting.
We're almost going too fast for ourselves here.
Right. And this is like a huge time right now. It's like slow down. Don't keep looking in all of these things, and it's like a quick look too. That's the thing. It's just like, did you find your shoes? Did you find your shoes? Like, oh, I've looked everywhere, and things are being thrown, but it's like most likely in like the simplest place that's right obvious that you're so frantically looking. It's, where's my coffee mug? No, that's not it. Oh my God, it was literally right there the whole time. So this is a really great time to bring it on down, bring it down, kind of, dot the I's, cross the T's, and the lowercase J's. Lil Wayne's World for you.
To be honest with you, that happened to be today. So
Yeah.
there was something that I was really, really excited to talk about today.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to bring it up, and there's a few reasons why. And that is Prima Block.
Yeah.
Prima Block. Now, when I saw this online, I'm included in a few mastermind groups on Facebook, so we got a lot of different individuals posting things that they like, and we kind of go back and forth about it. And primablock.com came up, and at first glance, I loved the idea. I loved it. I jumped out of my seat and said, what?
Eureka!
I can do an ICO? So what primablock.com poses to do is set up a smart contract where a user, probably outside of the US, because they have less restrictions to get into these ICOs, is able to set up a smart contract and get individuals to pull money into this smart contract. So say we got 20 people, and each person threw in $1,000 bucks.
Us and 18 of you.
Us and 18. Yeah, no, we're not using this, and this is why.
We're not going to regulate it. All right.
So say we got $20,000 from all these people
rich
putting
uncle.
money in. Well, the ability to take that smart contract and move it and push it into an ICO, I thought was fantastic.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're kind of almost Uberizing this in a sense, where we're pulling in these crowdfundings in such a way, and I love the idea. And you also get bonuses for creating these smart contracts, and the more money you raise in the smart contract, the more bonuses you're promised to get. Well, when I actually look in and started doing the deep dive on this coin, I went to their website, and I was thoroughly disappointed. They had one picture, a contact button, an FAQ, and a start a smart contract button link. And that was it. There's no team. The website looks like it was made by a 5th grader. There's no faces, there's no phone numbers, there's no locations of anything. And that is one of the biggest red flags in terms of searching and using a lot of these products. So everybody's just kind of throwing things together. These are people trying to make these get-rich-quick schemes.
Right.
And these smart contracts, I mean, there's nobody there to call. If all of a sudden your smart contract up and disappears, who are you going to call? Nobody on this website. So what do you do?
Right.
Just stay away. Do your research. It doesn't take much just to even go and look at a website. Do they have faces on there?
Yeah.
Can you put a face with the person that is there somebody you can call when something goes wrong? No, there isn't.
Right.
So it's really a dead giveaway on some of these things when you're looking at for what to look at and to know whether it's a good idea. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of time and effort.
And that's something, again, that's this Mars in Sagittarius. It's almost going to say, I've done enough effort. I've looked at the page. Yeah, it looked good to me. It's at a penny now. If I don't act now, I'm going to miss this opportunity. When it's just like, again, We got 2 months. Slow it down. Slow it down. Just
Take a
make
breath.
sure. Take a breath. Really read over
twice.
it. Sometimes it looks like it says does, and then you read it again and it says doesn't. And you're like, oh my God, it changes the context of everything that follows between does and doesn't. You know, it's like overlooking these tiny, minor little things can be detrimentic.
Detrimentic indeed.
So, right, even the sense is like, I'm always looking at this. This is where our Mercury retrograde was in December, was over Sagittarius as well. And I'm almost looking at it like that because it's so flighty. It's saying go, but I don't have all the information yet. You know, that's about as stereotypical almost as a Mercury retrograde is. It's moving, I want to move forward while the current's taking me backward, and I don't have all the information, but I want to keep trudging anyway. You know, Mars is go. Mars isn't let's stop and think about this. That's Saturn. Saturn is wait. Let's make sure we have everything in line. You know, no, Saturn's up in Capricorn right now. Mars in Sagittarius is, I want to go. I want to go over here. No, I want to go over here. No, I want to go over here. It's iota. It's substratum. No, it's this. I'm going to put my money in Tron. Tron didn't move for a day. Oh my God, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to put it into this. Oh my God, it's this. And not only that, but it can be like, like, oh, I shouldn't have put it into this. Now I'm depressed about myself. I'm beating myself up because I've done these things. And it's like, again, relax. Not only slow down, but don't beat yourself up. Don't be, ashamed of yourself if you made a move you thought was a good move and it ended up being right now, a red pool. It's don't be ashamed. Just
and
relax.
if you think your coins aren't moving, guess what? Nobody's coins are moving right now. It's not just you. This is just one of these waves in the market. We're at this consolidation period.
Yeah.
And we're just, like I said in the last episode, we're just trying to find this solid ground of realized value and really just kind of find this even keel. And then things are going to start to kind of pick back up again. It was shaken up so much, so fast that, okay, now the dust has got to settle and the fog's got to clear so we could see where we've landed. And that's what we're doing right now.
And there's a good chance, I mean, honestly, with this energy that's going on, there's a good chance in these next 10 days leading up to this, 7 days left here leading up to the 31st, that we are going to see some movement here of something coming out, something breakthrough, revolutionary way of doing these trades and communicating these, okay? We're on the verge of it. It's here. It's just in idea form. And again, that's what this solar eclipse is going to be. It's in Aquarius and Leo. Okay, fire signs, fire and air is the birth of ideas. Okay, water and earth signs are these creations of these ideas. We're manifesting into reality. Okay, so right now it's like idea time. These ideas are coming. These ideas are going to be coming up. So let's start looking for them, and then we can start making those moves for the future.
Absolutely.
I think it's time for a true wisdom card of the day.
There we go.
What do we got here? Boom. What do we got here?
Break it out.
Hit me.
All right, what do we got today? The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Thank you, Joseph Campbell.
Joseph Campbell, that is classic.
The cave the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Fantastic.
Yeah, don't be afraid to go into that cave and take a long look at it. And again, that's what this energy of being too flighty. Don't. Oh yeah, I checked it out. I put my little toe in there. It was cool. I discovered it. I explored it. It's like, no, really go in and really go in there. Explore. Mars and Sagittarius. Explore that cave. Explore yourself. Find out your own depths. And what makes you tick. What coins make you tick. What coins get you excited. Because a lot of them get us excited, baby. We got a lot more coming for you this week. We got a huge show coming out for you this Saturday. Okay, huge show. A lot of information. Please. Like, share, subscribe, click that little bell. We got a lot coming at you.
Thanks for joining us here again on Cryptocosm.